Hello everyone, I am Crawlers and I am playing Overwatch right now because I felt like it. Watch this video if you feel like it too. I dare say the gameplay this time came together nicely. This is a flawless round of defense with Torbjörn, and of course he's one of the best defense characters in the game. He's also Swedish, so what's not to like? Having said that, you can make out with him just fine with Torbjorn on the attacking team, as I will later demonstrate with a 12 streak gameplay. For now, enjoy this 18 streak flawless defensive round. So, without yakking for another 20 minutes, let's take a look at Torbjorn's stats. His weapons are pretty straightforward. He is one of a couple of heroes who has two of them, two primary weapons. He's got a rivet gun, which is super riveting, and a forge hammer, which is mainly used to upgrade his turrets, but nevertheless hurts when it goes bump on the noggin. So, what's Torbjorn's passive ability? Well, he collects scrap. And no, not the tetanus-inducing chairs your father brought from the junkyard, but the nice gear things that spawn throughout the map. They are dropped when you kill enemies, and Torbjorn picks them up at 25 scrap per pickup, and you can store up to 200 scrap at a time. Torbjorn uses this scrap to I'll come back to this in a second. Let's talk about his primary weapon. His rivet gun has two modes of fire, left mouse button and right mouse button. Left mouse button will fire a projectile-like shot, dealing 70 damage and using a single unit of ammo. It will do so at a rate of 120 rounds per minute, or as fast as you can click. Though Torbjorn's ammo is actually molten metal, so you have enough in your magazine for 18 shots before reloading or pouring more metal in, which takes 2 seconds. This fire mode is one of the one to use at anything other than close range, and its damage doesn't drop off, while the projectile does, so aim a little above the enemy's heads at a distance. Torbjorn's close-range weapon is the right mouse button, which fires a spread of 10 hot molten metal rivets, using the same type of ammo, but at a rate of 3 units per shot and at just under 80 shots per minute. So, dealing a maximum of 15 damage per rivet, this comes out to a maximum of 120 damage if each rivet hits. Now this damage drops off at a distance to only 4 rivet per rivet at around 20 meters, sorry. Obviously, both fire modes can score a critical hit if you aim at the enemy's head. Now, Torbjorn's shift ability is building an automated turret. This can be placed just about anywhere, and once done will fire on enemies automatically. You can only have one turret built on a map at one time, and they don't require any scrap to build. Building a turret the first time lets you erect a level 1 turret that will fire one gun at the closest enemy inside a 40-meter radius, dealing 14 damage per shot at a rate of 120 shots per minute. This turret has 150 HP of life, I suppose, and hitting a damaged turret with your forge hammer will repair it at a rate of 50 HP per swing. And if you continue hitting a healthy turret, it will be upgraded to a level 2 turret after 5 swings. Now, this turret has 300 HP and 2 guns firing at a rate that's double the level 1 turret, which is 300 shots a minute, each shot doing the same damage as before. Now, there is a level 3 turret, but more on that in a second. Torbjorn's E ability is throwing down armor that he himself or his teammates can use Each pickup is worth 75 armor and costs Torbjörn 50 in scrap. And you can't have more than 75 armor on you at a time. Obviously, support actions like this, like giving armor to your team, not only save their lives, but also, give you points. So, don't be a dick and use the scrap to throw down armor as much as you can. And now, Torbjorn's ultimate or Q ability is Molten Ore, which supercharges his molten metal ammo. Now, what this short 12-second ability does is not increase your gun's damage, but rather decreases its reload speed and ups its left mouse button and right mouse button rate of fire to 160 and 120 rounds per minute respectively. So, you can put out a lot more damage per second during that time. You also get quite a bit of extra armor, and here's the important bit about your turret. During the ultimate, any level 2 turret will automatically be upgraded to level 3, which is a real monster. It's got 800 HP, 2 guns, and 2 rockets on the side, with the latter ones firing at a little over 40 rounds per minute. And as far as building a new turret is concerned, your hammer swings become much faster and come a lot more often, so getting a level 2 turret during the ultimate takes no time at all, so you can build one from the ground up, and it will be upgraded to level 3 after you hit it a few times. Good thing, because this ability doesn't last that long. So people seem to think Torbjörn is only viable for defenders. I beg to differ. I think he can also make out well on the attacker's team if you constantly set up new turrets, as you're pushing the objective. So, push and move the turret. You can also set up the turret on top of the objective, and it will actually move, and kill the enemies like a tank, shooting directly from on top of the, moving car or truck objective that you are taking. You probably want to stay not too far away from the turret while getting your kills with the rivet gun to, charge your ultimate, but because the turret itself can be rather easily destroyed, you kind of want to protect it. It isn't OP by any stretch of the imagination. It does very little damage to Reinhardt's shield, for example, because it's kind of balanced quite well in that respect. Roadhog's hook doesn't grab it, but Farah can knock it out with her splash damage, Ditto Junkrat's indirect damage, and McCree can just stun it with his flashbang and, go ham with the right click on it. Also, Hanzo's ultimate will go right through Torbjorn's turret and will not damage it in any way. Having said that, this turret isn't really much of a threat when it's at level 1, more of a distraction or a nuisance, like, ooh, look at me, pulls down pants and dances around naked, while the real Torbjörn shoves a bunch of hot glowing rivets right up your ass from somewhere else. Now remember, Torbjörn's turret cannot be upgraded to level 3 unless it's already level 2, but again, be mindful that you can't muck about with, upgrading the turret while there's fighting going on around you, so don't even try, you'll get killed quite quickly. But, put it down somewhere where it won't immediately be destroyed by someone picking a corner, like to the side of a doorway or close to an objective. You do get increased hammer time, speed, when using the ultimate, so building a level 2 turret is definitely faster, so try not to waste your ultimate by activating it far away from the enemies like I did in this gameplay once. So, having said that, don't hold on to it forever and never use it waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment might never come, and any kills you get will help your team push on the objective. So wait for a lot of enemies to rush you or that opportunity to take down an enemy tank who will soak up a ton of damage and let the ultimate go to work. So I hope you got a kick out of this video because I really worked hard on the animations and the gameplay in the background. It was an 18 streak of flawless Torbjörn round. And thanks for watching. Please rate and share this video as it helps my channel grow. Check out my other videos at the end of this one. And remember, in Soviet Russia, YouTube subscribes you.